Beyonce.
Baby, it's you.
A celebrity with an unmatched fan base.
You're the one I love.
A global superstar.
You're the one I need.
By the late 2000s, Beyonce was already a global superstar. But not many were aware of the problems that she was dealing with. She was dealing with crippling anxiety and stage fear every time she performed. Do you see it? If you couldn't spot it, don't worry, you're not the only one. Most people don't see it. That's actually not Beyonce at all.
What?
That's Sasha Fierce. In 2008, Beyonce decided to get rid of her stage fear and anxiety for good. She decided to take care of it, confront it. So she created Sasha Fierce. Sasha is a stage persona that is capable of everything that Beyonce couldn't do on stage. Beyonce couldn't perform in front of millions of people, but Sasha can. We all deal with some sort of anxiety and fear of failure at different points in our life. It's actually very common among ambitious high achievers who are constantly putting themselves in situations that are so far outside their comfort zones that's not even funny. So it's natural to feel like you're out of your depth. It's not just Beyonce, it's even Till Lindemann. Till is the lead singer of a German metal band called Rammstein. It's one of my favorite bands to work out to because they sound crazy. Till was also afraid of going up on stage. He had terrifying, crippling stage fear. It's actually not ideal if your job description requires you to go up on stage as a lead singer every time you needed to perform. But Till as well, just like Beyonce, took on various roles every time he had to go up on stage and perform. He would always have heavy makeup on, he'd put on different costumes, and he'd embody different characters. Similarly, Kobe Bryant had the Black Mamba. It was an alter ego, a character that he developed that would show up in difficult situations on the court when going looked tough. Even Shah Rukh Khan, let's take an Indian example, even SRK on the David Letterman show spoke about this. When David asks SRK if he's awkward, if he ever feels awkward doing the iconic Shah Rukh Khan pose of spreading his arms and blowing flying kisses to thousands and thousands of fans, he said no. It's not awkward at all. Shah Rukh says that it's his job. He says he's an employee of the myth of Shah Rukh Khan and that Shah Rukh Khan isn't a real person. This is a textbook example of what we call character invention. A technique in which you create a new character from scratch, pepper it with traits and characteristics that you can't embody in your own persona, so you create this new persona. And this is a persona that performs in situations where you can't. Remember, you may not have to perform in front of millions of people, like Sasha Fierce, or like the Black Mamba, or like Shah Rukh Khan. It could be day-to-day activities. Character invention also plays a role in day-to-day activities. As an example, here are a few situations that you may face every single day of your life. You wake up every single morning and you need to get out of bed on the first alarm. You go to the gym first thing in the morning to get a workout in when the rest of the world is asleep. You go to work and you have a big project to present, which is scary. You get home from work and you have to unwind to be there with your family. You want to turn off work mode. In each of these situations, you have to turn on a different part of your persona. Now, some people find this easy, but some others just find this whole context switching extremely exhausting and draining. And it doesn't always tend to happen. People sometimes tend to bring work pressures back home, which is not good for your family. Especially because through the day, your energy levels are depleting. And with depleting energy levels, your willpower to do this context switching also goes down. But remember, context switching becomes difficult within the confines of your persona. This doesn't have anything to do with embodying different personas. So let's actually talk about how you can invent these character personas for yourself. We can do it in 3 simple steps. By the way, in case you found value in anything I've said so far, do consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video. Hit like on this video, really, because it's free for you and it really helps me out. Now back to the video. The first one, identify situations in which you need to show up as the best version of yourself. It could be as big as performing in front of millions, or it could be having a dinner with family or relatives. Any situation where you want new energy, basically. Identify those situations. Second step, envision this character that you want to embody in these different situations with great amount of detail. What traits do they possess? How do they interact? How do they physically appear to others? What is their mentality? The next time you're in that situation, this is the character that you will tap into. Step number 3 is getting into the character. This can't happen at the first go. It requires practice. Just like you do reps in the gym with bicep curls, these too requires practice. It requires the repetitions. See how it feels to show up as your best self in all of these different moments in the character that you've designed for yourself. And these were the 3 simple steps to develop a new character persona and deal with difficult situations. Stay tuned for more such videos every Tuesday and Friday at 12 p.m. IST.